So recently I realized something that I've been doing that's definitely been hindering my ability to make progress in life, and I've got a feeling that you might be doing it too. It's something which on the surface seems really small, and yet could be the reason that we're not seeing the progress that we're looking for. And it's called the vague trap. It's about our inherent ability to keep things unclear, and for one reason or another, why we rarely get specific about our goals. We're so good at having big dreams that get us excited and coming up with ideas about things that we want to do in life. But this human trait of keeping things vague might just be the thing that's holding us back. Let me explain. Look, this is the whole kind of thing where people say they want to get fit, but that intention alone is not going to do the job. We all know that you're going to have a much better chance if you get specific. You have days that you're going to attend the gym, a workout plan to follow, and goals that you're going to hit along the way. And you can take this kind of thinking into so many different areas of your life. Here are a few examples. Let's say you want to visit a new place, and you've essentially decided that you're going to go. Eventually. And this is definitely a bit of a slippery slope, because I've had these kind of thoughts before, and when you've kind of come to that decision, it almost feels like the hard work has actually all been done. And with something like that, until the accommodation is booked and it's in your calendar, it can definitely just keep getting away from you. Maybe you've heard of Parkinson's law, and for me personally, it is absolutely true. Work expands so as to fill the time available for its completion. So maybe you're a bit more like me. I'm personally quite risk adverse, but I'm trying to work on it. Getting specific about things might feel quite uncomfortable. It's so much easier just to put it off for another time, and at the end of the day, it's all gonna work out anyway, right? And yes, it will, as long as you make it work out. And that, unfortunately, is just one of those adult lessons that you have to learn yourself. You know, it's the uncomfortable truth of being an adult. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's gonna pick you up and drag you along to achieve your goals. It's all on you. So maybe you're wondering, do I actually have any proof of this working? Is getting specific about your goals the difference between having a fulfilled life and one that, well, isn't? So here are some examples from my own life. A recent one for you is that I decided that I wanted to learn how to go down a ramp on a skateboard. So I just set aside 3 hours, had a friend to help me, padded up, and it happened. So I could tick that one off. Another one would be when I decided to stretch every day for 30 days. I had a checklist ready at my desk, I had the lessons on my browser, and it all came together and I made it happen. And the most recent one is this exact video. Last weekend I came up with the idea for it, and I told myself I have to do everything and get it uploaded in 1 week. Filmed, edited, everything. And for me, this was definitely needed because I've been rubbish at doing YouTube videos for the last couple of months, and I just needed a date to have things done by. And yes, it might not be perfect, but as long as I'm trying to provide some kind of value and moving the needle just a little bit, then I'm happy. So my point here is that once you get specific and you've got a goal to follow, you've then got direction. Motivation alone is great, but when you add direction to it, it's way more powerful. When you're actively working towards something and you're checking off all the little wins along the way, you've got momentum. I don't know about you, but when I'm feeling good in life and things are going quite well, it usually pairs up with the fact that I've been working towards something, and generally I've got a feeling of purpose. And then on the flip side, when I'm in a bit of a rut, it's usually the exact opposite. This is when I'm not actively working towards anything, and things just generally don't feel like they're going forwards. And this is when being less vague and getting a little win under your belt can make all the difference. I really do think that your self-conscience is always keeping score on what you're doing. So I think if you're moving things forwards and you're doing the right things, you're gonna feel good. And then of course, with the exact opposite, if you're not doing the right things, if you're procrastinating, if you're avoiding stuff, if you're being stagnant, you're not gonna feel great. This concept might seem really obvious, but I think it's actually much bigger than we give it credit. I think to a degree, it's actually our human nature for us to keep things so vague. I think we avoid it so that there's no criteria for failure, and that way we are then immune to it. But the problem is that we also then don't get a criteria for what success looks like. So I suppose what I would say to sum all of this up is that your goals are probably fine, but you might be a little bit too vague about them. So in getting specific, in making deadlines, in taking action on things, you're going to get moving in the right direction. And by being specific, creating deadlines and taking action on things, you can move in the right direction. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.